The cabin below Black Hollow. The rain started before they crossed the county line. Not a gentle rain. Not the kind that taps politely on a windshield. This rain slammed against the car like something alive. "Are you sure this is the right road?" Mia asked, staring into the darkness ahead. "There's only one road," Daniel replied, forcing a smile. "Black Hollow Trail. That's what the listing said." Tyler snorted from the back seat. Listing also said, "Rustic Charm." Which usually means mold and rats. Emma didn't laugh. She was staring at the forest. The trees were wrong. They leaned inward, branches tangling above the narrow road like skeletal fingers knitting together. The deeper they drove, the darker it became, like the headlights weren't cutting through night, but sinking into it. They hadn't seen another car for over an hour. No houses. No lights. Just forest. Then they saw it. The cabin stood in a clearing that looked hacked out of the woods with violence. Trees were splintered at odd angles around it, as if something had crashed through them long ago. It wasn't rustic. It was decaying. The roof sagged. Windows were black. The porch tilted forward like it was trying to crawl off its foundation. "5 stars, Tyler muttered. "Sure." Daniel killed the engine. The silence that followed was unnatural. Even the rain seemed to stop at the edge of the clearing. Inside the cabin. The door wasn't locked. It creaked open slowly, revealing a single large room. Dust coated everything. A fireplace sat against the far wall. A wooden staircase led up to a loft. There was a smell. Not rot. Not mold. Something metallic. Emma wrinkled her nose. "Do you smell that?" "Old pipes," Daniel said quickly. But there were no pipes. They set down their bags. Tyler found an oil lantern on the table and managed to light it. The glow revealed scratches. On the walls. Hundreds of them. Thin. Jagged. Deep. As if someone had tried to claw their way out. "Probably animals," Tyler said, though his voice lacked conviction. Mia stepped closer to the fireplace. "There's something here." She reached into the soot and pulled out a bundle wrapped in stained cloth. "Don't," Emma whispered. Mia ignored her. She unwrapped it. Inside was a book. Bound in dark leather that didn't look like leather. It looked textured. Like skin. Daniel swallowed. "Put it back." But Tyler stepped forward, curiosity overpowering fear. "No way. This is cool." The cover bore symbols carved deep into the surface, curving lines, jagged shapes, circular markings that hurt to look at too long. Inside, the pages were brittle. Covered in drawings. Twisted faces. Bodies bending the wrong way. Something emerging from a mouth. And beneath the images, words. Not English. Not anything they recognized. Latin? Tyler guessed. Emma shook her head slowly. "It's older." Then they heard it. A sound beneath the floorboards. A low thud. Like something shifting below them. Everyone froze. "Probably a raccoon," Daniel said. Thud. Closer. Then silence. Tyler forced a laugh. "See? Just wildlife." And then, because he was stupid and fearless and 22, he began to read aloud. The words that should not be spoken. The language felt wrong in his mouth. The syllables twisted. Some sounds scraped like broken glass. Others felt wet. As he spoke, the air in the room grew heavy. The lantern flickered. Emma's chest tightened. "Stop," she whispered. Tyler kept going. The walls creaked. The scratches seemed deeper somehow. The temperature dropped so suddenly that their breath fogged in the lantern light. "Tyler." Mia snapped. He finished the last word. The floorboards exploded upward. Something burst from beneath the cabin. Not an animal. Not a person. A shape of limbs and shadows and bone. It hit Tyler first. The force threw him across the room, slamming him into the wall with a sickening crack. The lantern shattered. Darkness swallowed them. And in that darkness, laughter. Not from Tyler. From everywhere. Tyler's smile. They found him outside. How he got there, none of them knew. 1 second he had been on the floor, unmoving. The next, the front door was swinging open, rain pouring in. And Tyler was standing in the clearing. Back to them. Perfectly still. "Tyler?" Daniel called. He didn't respond. Emma stepped closer. "Tyler, this isn't funny." He turned slowly. His neck rotated too far. Too smoothly. His smile stretched wide. Too wide. His eyes were wrong. Not white. Not black. Just empty. "I heard it," Tyler said softly. His voice layered over itself, like multiple people speaking in perfect sync. "It's been waiting." Mia began crying. "Waiting for what?" Tyler's grin widened. "For you." He lunged. The possession. Tyler moved like something wearing a human body without understanding how joints worked. He bent backward, spine arching grotesquely, yet he kept advancing. Daniel grabbed a broken chair leg and swung. It cracked against Tyler's shoulder. Bone snapped. Tyler didn't even blink. He laughed. Then he vomited something black. It hit the ground and moved. Like insects made of smoke. They scattered toward the cabin. Emma screamed. Mia ran. Daniel grabbed Emma's arm. "We need the car." They bolted through the rain. Tyler's voice echoed behind them. "You can't leave." The car door slammed shut. Daniel jammed the key into the ignition. Nothing. He tried again. The engine coughed, sputtered. Died. The headlights flickered on by themselves. Inside the beam stood Tyler. Except now. He wasn't alone. Shapes moved behind him. Emerging from the tree line. Tall. Crooked. Limbs too long. Faces barely formed. Daniel whispered, "They were under the cabin." Emma's voice trembled. "No, they were waiting under the cabin. Back inside." They ran back. Because the forest felt worse. The door slammed behind them without being touched. The book lay open on the floor. The pages turning on their own. The symbols glowing faintly red. A whisper filled the room. Not from outside. From inside their heads. It wanted more words. More voices. More bodies. The staircase creaked. Something moved above them. Mia clutched Daniel. "We're going to die." Emma stared at the book. "No," she said. "If words brought it here, words can send it back." Daniel looked at her like she was insane. "You saw what it did to Tyler." "Yes," she said, tears streaming. "And he's gone. If we don't try, we're next." The whisper grew louder. The scratches on the walls began to deepen in real time. As if invisible claws were carving new ones. Emma picked up the book. The pages burned cold against her skin. She searched frantically. There. A section marked with a circular symbol. Different from the others. She began to read. The fight for the body. The cabin shook violently. The door burst open. Tyler staggered inside. His head snapped toward Emma. "Stop." His voice glitched. Layered. Cracked. Daniel blocked him with the broken chair leg. Tyler grabbed Daniel's arm and twisted. The bone broke instantly. Daniel screamed. Mia attacked from behind, smashing a lantern against Tyler's skull. Glass shattered. Fire spread across his shirt. He didn't burn. He smiled. Emma read louder. The symbols flared bright red. The shapes in the forest shrieked. A deafening, inhuman sound. Tyler lunged at Emma. And froze mid-step. His body convulsed violently. His back arched. His mouth opened impossibly wide. Something began pulling itself out. Not physically. Spiritually. A black mass of writhing smoke clawed its way from his throat. Tyler's eyes rolled back. The mass screamed. Not in anger. In rage at being dragged away. Emma finished the final word. The book snapped shut. The black mass was ripped upward. Through the ceiling. Into nothing. The cabin collapsed inward instantly. Wood splintered. Walls imploded. Daniel grabbed Emma and Mia as the structure caved in around them. And then. Silence. Morning. They woke in mud. Rain gone. Sky pale gray. The clearing was empty. No cabin. No wreckage. No scratches on trees. No Tyler. Just forest. Their car sat intact. Engine started on the first try. Daniel's arm. Unbroken. Mia's clothes. Dry. Emma looked at her hands. Clean. No book. No cuts. Nothing. Did it happen? Mia whispered. Daniel said nothing. Emma turned slowly toward the tree line. Carved into the bark of the nearest tree. Fresh. Deep. Jagged. Were symbols. The same ones from the book. And beneath them. 4 scratch marks. 1 for each of them. Except. There were 5. A voice drifted through the trees. Soft. Layered. Waiting. And somewhere far beneath the earth. Something shifted. Still hungry. The end.